Top U.S. spy says Somalia, Yemen, Syria and Iraq represent greater terrorist threat than Afghanistan. In terms of the homeland, the threat right now from terrorist groups, we don't prioritize at the top of the list Afghanistan, she said, speaking by videoconference. What we look at is Yemen, Somalia, Syria and Iraq for ISIS. That's where we see the greatest threat. Haines acknowledged that intelligence gathering in Afghanistan has been diminished, without U.S. troops there and without the U.S.-backed government in power in Kabul, but she insisted that the intelligence community has prepared for this reality for quite some time. Officials have said publicly that the Islamic State's branch in Afghanistan, ISIS-K, does pose a potential threat to the United States. The group staged a suicide bombing on August 26, in the midst of the American evacuation from Kabul, that killed 13 U.S. service members and dozens of Afghans.
Haines said that a primary focus for the intelligence community now is monitoring any possible reconstitution of terrorist organizations in Afghanistan. ISIS still operates in Syria and Iraq, although the group has been tamped down by the U.S. military presence in both countries. In Yemen, an al-Qaeda offshoot based there has attempted attacks on the United States. And in Somalia, the U.S. has regularly conducted counter-terrorism strikes against al-Shabaab, which in early 2020 launched an attack on a U.S. facility in Kenya that killed a U.S. soldier and 2 U.S. contractors. But 20 years after the September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks, Haines also argued that the threat to the U.S. homeland from international terrorist groups has broadly diminished over time, crediting enormous effort from across the U.S. government to degrade the ability of groups like al-Qaeda and ISIS to carry out attacks inside the United States. Haines said Monday that the intelligence community is developing indicators so that we can understand what are the things that we would be likely to see in the event that there were reconstitution of terror groups in Afghanistan. That means ensuring that we have sufficient collection to monitor against those indicators, so that we can provide a warning to the policy community, to the operators, so that they're able to take action in the event that we do see that, she said.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.